Hey guys. All right. This is going to be a tough video for me to do. It's hard for me to sing a song for you guys and not have to record it like a million times. So speaking is not my forte. So I'm sure I'm going to mess up a lot, but thank y'all for putting up with me. I'm super excited. Those of you who know me usually with a guitar in hand singing. But it's gotten tough lately, and so I knew I had to take on a second job. And I wanted to do something that, one, I enjoyed, two, that helped people, that, just help people, and three, that, just made something better somehow. And I was racking my brain for a while, and it drove me crazy doing it. So I've been working the last year, since March, which is insane that it's almost been a year, on this endeavor of mine. So I heard some statistics that just blew my mind, and I want to share those with you. So the average American has 103 articles of clothing in their closet. 25% of those articles of clothing they think are unwearable, too tight, too big, I just don't like this anymore, that kind of thing, and it just sits in their closet. 12 to 15% of their closet has new tags on them. Items that have never been, hasn't been taught, the tag hasn't been popped, anything. And they're just sitting in their closet. And then they eventually donate them or sell them or do what they can with them. That's all of us. And that's also people that have a lot of money to spare. So they've got Ralph Lauren, Marc Jacobs, Anthropologie items, all with the tag still on them in their closets. And a lot of those people sell them and donate them, or, contribute them to something and auction off and that kind of thing. A lot of those items that stores can't sell, that usually go to the outlets. If they don't go to the outlets, they'll go, to someplace like Home Goods or someplace like that, which the price is still really high. And so, if you're a single mama like me, it's hard to buy new items, but that's why we buy so much stuff from like these fast fashion places that are on every corner. But the problem with those clothes is they fall apart after 2 or 3 wears. They rip, they fade, they get too small, they shrink like crazy. Sure, you spent $18 for a dress and it's awesome and it's cute, but it's either that or you buy something for your kids and they've grown out of it. They grow out of it. And so, the best thing we could do is, buy something that's super high-end, super nice, that's $100, $200, $300, $400 item of clothing that's going to last us a long time and is really nice. And it stays in fashion because it's classic. It stays in fashion. Doesn't, move quickly, etc. But we don't have the money to do that. I don't got the money to do that. So, another thing, so this is the last statistics, the last stats I'm going to throw at you, which is just insane to me. If everyone bought one resale item, this is a resale item that can still be new, still have the tags on it. It's just been sold and then resold, or sold and donated. If everyone, instead of buying something new from the mall or the store, bought one resale item, it would reduce 6 pounds of CO2 emissions. How much is that? What are you talking about? That's like removing 500,000 cars off the road for a year. That blew my mind. Like, when I heard that, I felt so guilty for buying, 40 items of clothing a year that are all from, I'm not going to mention stores, but stores where it is $18 a dress, $15 a dress, because I can't afford to buy something more expensive. So I have to, but I keep having to rebuy stuff because everything, breaks down. Or, my favorite items of clothing are my vintage stuff, or my stuff that's, built to actually last, because nowadays things aren't built to last. 500,000 cars off the road if you bought one item of resale clothing a year. But the problem that I talk to people is they're like, I don't want to wear something used. I don't like thinking about wearing something that someone else has worn. But that's what people don't get. The online age and the resale store age and the outlet mall age, estate sales, resale, thrift, all this stuff, all those people that have 20% of their closet they don't use, They donate because there's good-hearted people out there. So how do you go through, you know, the department stores that have that kind of stuff, or go through retail stores? You walk in, it's overwhelming. You know, I've been blessed with being able to work at night and play music. So I've taken upon myself to go and find those items and treasure hunt. So I'm like a soldier, but and find those items for you guys. I know that sounds cheesy, but I have over 4,000 items of clothing in my boutique, up to 90% off retail, and 85% of these items are new with tags or new without tags. We're talking have never touched somebody's skin. They've never been worn. You don't have to worry who had them before you. These are items, you know, unless someone tried them on at the department store. But the majority of stuff that I find is brand new. We're talking, like I said, Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Marc Jacobs, Anthropologie. I've got about 25 dresses from Anthropologie. They're $200 dresses that have never been worn and still have the tag on them. And about 50 that haven't been worn, that people, you know, friends have sold them to me, etc., and that I've purchased through people that know that I'm doing this, that said, yeah, I bought it and it did get too small. I gained some weight. I lost some weight. I just, you know, I bought it. I don't know what I was smoking when I bought it, but it's just not my style. So one thing I wanted to do is be sure that every item of clothing that I have, no matter what genre, is something that I would wear. You guys know me. I mean, I'm the boho princess. So I wear a lot of boho stuff, but at the same time, if I was going to dress preppy, it needs to be something that's comfy, something that I would wear, something that, you know, doesn't torture me to wear, that kind of thing. So I wanted to, you know, only provide clothing that, you know, if I was in this genre of clothing, if I was feeling punk rock, if I was feeling high end, if I wanted to look fancy, whatever, if I'm going out to a wedding and I can't spend $400 on a damn dress, that, you know, I could, you know, provide something to somebody that, hey, for 25 bucks, this says either new with tags, new without tags, or there's also, like I said, but there's about 20%, 15% of my items that have been worn once. So they've been worn, and it's a list on there. So if you don't want to, you know, look at those kind of things, or don't want to check those out, you don't have to. It says on there, on all my listings, if it's brand new with tags, new without tags, or if it's been worn like once to a wedding. I have a $1,700 dress, $1,700 dress that retails for $1,700, silk dress, that I have listed for under 100 bucks. And it was worn to a wedding once and sat in a closet, and a friend sold it to me. So yeah, I've pretty much put all of my effort into this the last year, my savings, my time. The poor kids, they haven't seen me much out of this room. We do tend to do things in my upstairs. I've converted half my house into my shop. I have beams across all my upstairs, and clothes are hung. So yeah, I'm going all that balls out on this. So yeah, so just check it out. I just, you know, the thought of removing 500,000 cars just by buying one item, resale, or something that's resold, even if it's new, blows my mind. And so it's something little we can do. They say we got 12 years to backtrack this stuff that's going on with our environment. And, you know, we've become so wasteful. And so also on my site, because I am a hippie, I got a little vintage store as well on the site. So if you're into vintage, check it out. There's some really cool vintage. I have some vintage stuff from the 1970s, 1980s that, no, I'm losing you, that still have the tags on them. It's insane, the stuff that I find. Especially living in Austin is the best place in the world to find this stuff. So if you're from out of town, check out my website. If you're in town and don't want to go anywhere, check out my website, FallonFashionOnline.com. That's FallonFashionOnline.com. I wanted to do something that, you know, people associated with, you know, they already know me, that kind of thing, associated with me. So Fallon Fashion, my friend Sarah came up with that. So thank you, Sarah. Yeah, so that was the easiest. So FallonFashionOnline.com. I'm going to make it live in just a second. There's over 4,000 items. And guys, I have over 3,000 items that I have yet to post. I have rooms and rooms of stuff hanging on racks, new with tags, that retails for over $100. It's just insane what I found, and I'm super excited to share it with you. So save some cash, help others, help the environment, help a single mama with a new endeavor, and I'm excited to see what you guys think of it. So God bless y'all. Love ya. Talk to you later. Bye.